Hello, I'm Bob Denniston, Board Chair of UUs for Social Justice. It's my privilege to provide you with a brief history of UUSJ in both words and pictures. During the 1980s, most UU Washington, D.C. area congregations worked together to launch and support the UU Affordable Housing Corporation, in later years called the Open Door Housing Fund. In 1998, Jack Edmondson, the executive director and member of the River Road congregation, asked Reverend John Burens, president of the UUA Association, to explore how the various Washington-based UU entities might cooperate more effectively through a coalition, possibly an urban ministry similar to the historic urban ministry in Boston. After exploratory discussions, Reverend Burens embraced the idea and funded a UU consultant, Bob Johnson, to develop the vision. After conducting over 30 one-on-one meetings with ministers and UU leaders, in April 1999, Bob convened an organizing meeting to choose among three options that summarized what he had heard from his interviews. Participants decided to support the big vision option, that the interests of both the urban-based organizations and congregations, joined with the suburban congregations, would be best served through technical assistance, networking, education, and training. The Reverend Roger Fritz, then senior minister at Cedar Lane Church, convened the first planning committee in July 1999 to start to implement this decision. Many of those members became the founders and early board members of UUSJ. In February of 2000, Reverend Burens spoke at the kickoff of UUSJ, and UUSJ was officially incorporated in April 2000. A part-time executive director, Vanessa Eaton, was soon hired and programming began right away. UUSJ provided educational programs and disseminated best practices at a series of skills-building workshops. Over the years, UUSJ moved from having a single issue focus to multiple issue priorities each year. The theme of the annual skills-building workshops was Feeding the Flame of Justice. Local public education was the first issue priority, followed in 2003 by the needs of children and families. A comprehensive educational networking directory featuring congregational best practices was developed in response to a needs assessment. Marian Wright Edelman, founder of the Children's Defense Fund, gave the keynote address on UUSJ's second celebration of Leadership Day. Since that time, UUSJ has been active in many ways to implement the big vision. UUSJ has, among other things, conducted nearly 80 programs, including workshops on our priorities, including freedom to marry, LGBTQ rights, women's issues, climate change, immigration and economic justice, dark money in politics, and voter mobilization. We've hosted large, energizing events with inspirational national leaders, such as former UUA President Reverend Bill Singford, Common Cause President Bob Edgar, and Representative Jamie Raskin. We've co-sponsored with our partners at UUs for a Just Economic Community 2 national conferences on reversing economic inequality in 2017 and mobilizing for a Green New Deal in 2019, each with a lobby day. We've established our awards gala banquets in 2008 to recognize outstanding social justice efforts. The gala proceeds support the UUSJ Social Justice Grant Program. In 2013, we made a major shift from educating about advocacy to actually becoming advocates. To bring critical issues to the attention of public policymakers, we considered our strategic location in the capital region and the fact that we have the highest concentration of UUs in the country, many with significant public policy experience who are willing to step up to advocate for UU principles. In 2017, the board voted to go national. We launched our volunteer Capitol Hill Advocacy Corps on Valentine's Day 2017. Since then, we have conducted more than 500 scheduled meetings with congressional staff and occasionally with members of Congress. And we've delivered nearly 11,000 personal letters written by UUs across the country through our signature Right Here, Right Now nationwide letter writing campaign. No brief summary of UUSJ history is possible without thanking the many people who have been involved with and supportive of UUSJ over the past 2 decades. You have made this work possible, and for that we thank you as we begin our 3rd decade of social justice activism. Please join us.